Hello, Cancer. This is your monthly horoscope for June 2017 with me, Lada from Astrolada.com. And I have some interesting news for you. By the way, most of it is quite good. The month of June is proving to be and will be much more easier than the previous months of May and April, when we had quite tumultuous energies with all planets, so many planets being retrograde. And now we're getting Jupiter turning direct, and you as Cancers will be energized by Mars as well. But before I delve into the prediction, just wanted to mention for you, you can come and join me for All About Cancer webinar, which will be at the end of June, or All About Gemini as well I'm doing, and All About Taurus. They're all happening the next month. So you can check this. I'm going to put links for you here. It's like 4-hour webinar each one. It's only $29 for each sign, but we're going to talk about all about Cancer and why Cancers, for example, tend to have better relationships later in life. What brings that? Why certain patterns in the lives of Cancer repeat for many different Cancers? What are the best career strategies for Cancers? What are the best money strategies for Cancers? What are the best health strategies for Cancers? This is all can be seen just by knowing your sun or ascendant sign, guys. This is crazy, you know, how one little thing can define so many areas of our life. So I'll reveal to you many secrets and repeating patterns and what Cancers can expect from life, and what is the best, what are the best places for Cancers as well in life. What are the best directions for Cancer? Anyway, and also if you want to learn a bit more, on the 4th of June, we're making a webinar with Nikola Stojanovic, the famous Serbian astrologer, and we're talking about the secrets of the 30 degrees. He has cracked the secret of each of the 30 degrees, and each degree means something. Each degree corresponds to one sign, and you can pinpoint specific details about your life just by knowing, for example, what degree is your ascendant sign, or what degree is your 7th house cusp, your partner, and you can see even what career they'll have, or you can even see details like where you can meet that person from those degrees. So it's amazing information. You're welcome to come and see that webinar as well. And very affordable, $29 again. So anyway, back to the prediction for June. Okay, let's start with the first news. Well, Mars is going to be in your sign, Cancers. Mars enters your sign once every 2.5 years and will stay there for a month and a week, a month and a half almost, till the middle of July. Starting from after the first week of June till the middle of July. And what does it mean for you? Well, Mars will definitely energize you. Mars is the planet of action, of activity, of mobilization, of impulse, of getting you energy high as well. And whether it's your ascendant, sun, or moon in Cancer, you'll definitely feel this urge, this spur to act, to be more. You become more courageous as well. If you needed the courage to start something, if you needed the courage to confront someone, to fight for something, now Mars will give it to you. On the negative side, it is the planet of fighting, and it is the planet of fixing problems. So there might be problems that come, you have to fix, but you have the courage for it, and you don't want to go and hide there. Instead, with Mars, you confront that. And Mars also gives you the stamina and assertiveness to confront enemies, to win over enemies as well. But don't forget also, it can stress you out. It can make you more, especially emotionally reactive, because Mars is, after all, in Cancer, the sign that its motivation mostly comes from feelings and emotions. So you might find yourself that you can burst out more easily and stress out more easily, that you can feel more nervous tension, that you can, people or situations can press your buttons, so you can, like a volcano there. And I always compare Mars in Cancer by imagining a hot plate and pouring cold water on it, how there's lots of steam. You might feel that steamy at moments, but it's just temporary. Mars is not going to complicate things for a long time, maybe for 3-4 days maximum, depending what degree your sun or ascendant or moon in Cancer is. So it can create some crisis situation for a little bit, but it's almost like you very quickly resolve it and you move forward. So if crisis situation comes, don't worry, it's temporary. If Mars was going to go retrograde there, you know, I was going to say this is a situation which might continue for 7 months, but no, Mars moves fast. And just be careful, because you're a little bit more reckless, a little bit more impulsive, and you act more on emotional impulse. But some of you might exactly be needing that, you know. Some of you might exactly be needing this push, something to anger you, to upset you, to get you into action, to start that workout routine, for example, to get you into action, to finally speak up your truth and your opinion if you've not been, you know, if you've been suppressing it. Maybe someone needs to press those emotional buttons for you, so you speak up that thing. But of course, if you're overly reactive, what can happen is that you might say something you regret, because Mars makes us act too rashly. You might get too emotional and kind of act a bit irrational for a few days. So the best strategy for Mars is, if their problem arises, yes, Mars helps you deal with crisis and helps you go quickly and resolve it fearlessly. But it's if someone, especially if it's a trigger from outside, it's best to not immediately react, to a little bit wait till the emotional excitability is over, and maybe wait a day before you react, because on the next day the feelings can have settled down and you'd have a bit more clear-headed perspective, because Mars can make us see red, and when we see red, what do? You know, we can do sometimes silly things. But without Mars, without anger, there is no there is no stimulation. You know, sometimes anger is the best stimulation to kick us into action, and it's much better to be angry than to be depressed or to be unmotivated. It's much better to, anger is a step higher on the level of emotions. The lowest emotions is desperation or indifference or apathy. And you're inert then. That's, you know, you don't want to be inert. Mars is the next step up. It doesn't feel so good. You're upset, you're angry, but at least you go and do something about it. But on the positive level, it can just give you a bit more physical strength. It can give you a bit more excitability, you know, as I said, enthusiasm overall. And Mars, what does Mars rule? In your horoscope, and it's in your sign, Mars rules the 5th house of romance, of having fun, of creativity, of activities with children. So you can be more active in regards to all those matters. You can take initiative in regards to those matters. They can, these things will be much more present in your life now, because Mars is in your sign, which is you. So it brings the themes of the 5th house to you, which is children, romance, and you're more proactive about those things, and you're more you know, go-getting attitude, so to speak. Creative projects as well, having fun, letting your hair down, enjoying yourself, you know. But then again, remember this volatility emotionally that is there. Another thing that is happening, guys, and you know, it's a good time till the 20th of July, I would say, especially when the Sun also enters in Cancer. Fantastic time to start new things, because till around the 21st of June, the Sun is still in Gemini in your 12th house. So you might feel this physical desire to do something. Mars in the 1st house, like you're winding up and you're like, oh, I got to do something about it. But before the Sun comes into your sign, you might not have the creative ideas yet how to approach it, because Sun is brilliant intelligence, and it comes and brings those great ideas how exactly to do it. And when the Sun enters the sign of Cancer, the universe starts downloading into you those new ideas, and the new, how do I say, like the new schedule for the next 12 months are imprinted on you as ideas, as inspirations, as new opportunities, which come within the month of Cancer, which comes from the 21st of June onwards till around the 22nd of July, till around the 22nd of July, till the, you know. So especially from the 21st, 22nd of June, you're definitely going to feel this impulse to go forward, to move, to start new beginnings. And I'll tell you, even though you might feel more reactive and excitable already from the start of the month, because Mars is already in your sign, for very important projects, wait till the Sun also comes in Cancer, because it vitalizes you. And there is a new moon in Cancer, by the way, guys, which you probably know, which is happening on the 20, let me see, on the 24th of June. And it means that after the new moon in Cancer, all those ideas start flooding you. But people that are born around the 23rd, 24th, and 25th of June means that they will have a new moon on their birthday. This is a great gift from the universe. When there is a new moon on your birthday, as I said, 23rd, 24th, 25th of June, my best friend Rumi, she's watching that, is born on that day. It means new beginnings, a totally new chapter in your life, guys. A new moon on your birthday happens so rarely, maybe once in 30 years or something, you know. And I remember when there was a new moon on my birthday, that was 2010, and that's the year I started my astrology business, and life-changing. Because what is a new moon? When the sun and moon come together and it happens in your birthday, it means there is a kind of a fertilization of new ideas and new beginnings in your life, total new chapter in your life. Very excited for you guys. You know, okay, and then what do we have as well, Cancers? Those Venus, the planet of pleasant, easy things, is moving into your 11th house and will be there the whole of June. And Venus is doing, there's nothing complicated there. Venus is moving direct. So Venus will only give strongly of its positive energies, because also Venus is in its own sign. When a planet transits its own sign, it tends to give the best this planet can give. And Venus in the sign of Taurus in your 11th house of social networking. So that can be a fantastic month to go out with friends, fantastic months to make friends, to be in the company of beautiful, attractive, pleasant people, which is all what Venus rules, rich people, to enjoy social activities, to go to like-minded social activities with like-minded people, whether it's concerts, whether it's museums, to enjoy art, which is all Venus ruled things, which is enjoying the five senses in groups with people with like-minded people who get together for like-minded activities, to make friendships as well, even for benefactors. 11th house rules people that really like us and want to help us in some way. And 11th house rules gains as well. It's one of the financial houses. So when Venus transits there, and these are gains that don't come to you without anything. These are gains that come to you because of your efforts. You've worked for something, maybe like a bonus, maybe like a recognition, maybe like a reward. It doesn't necessarily need to be financial, but it can be a recognition. It can be like a pat on the back and some little bonus or some, you know, it's a short, fast transit, but you can feel that, you know, you can get some recognition that for something you've done now. And from people that matters for you. Okay, and another thing that we have is Jupiter is turning direct, Cancers, and it's turning direct in your 4th house of family and your 4th house of property. And if there was any complications or any delays or having to work hard in regards to some matters, family matters, in regards to something to do with relocation, with property, with place of living, whether it's your garden, whether it's your furniture, whether it's your home, whether it's trying to buy or sell homes. Now when Jupiter turns direct, well, there will be a change in direction of matters related to those things. So things will start becoming easier. Things will, for example, you might have been looking for property, and finally, and Jupiter will stay in your 4th house of property and family till October. So not necessarily that in June immediately you'll see that, but from June, the door of opportunity starts opening again for new developments to come there. So maybe you can find a new home, maybe you can find property or vehicles. 4th house rules vehicles as well. Maybe you can get lucky and find something to sell your home for better value, for example, or to buy the home that you wanted. Or maybe it can mean that something good happens in your family, like addition to the family of some sort, improving of relationships with mother, with getting closer with mother, with family, with parents, getting in touch with your roots as well. So things start improving there. They start moving forward. If there are some complications, answers come intuitively or from outside somehow, and they start normalizing, becoming easy, and you receive a lot of joy from your family, from your home. So anything connected from family from June onwards, maybe towards the end of June especially, start feeling it to October, starts becoming very, very beneficial. Of course, Jupiter will make some complicated aspects with Mars, with also with Pluto. And there might be some surprises there, but these surprises bring opportunities. And they're more like surprises that we can jolt you out of it, but they move things forward rather than complicate and stop things down. So that's what I have for you, Cancers. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoy that. And come and join me on my webinar all about Cancer. It will be at the end of June. Check out the links when exactly it will be. It will be on a Sunday, or for the secrets of the 30 degrees. Thank you.